Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the DFS experience for Sunday, October 23rd. We got a 5 game slate. We're going to start with DraftKings. We're going to start with Chef Curry, $9,900. Not a great play, a good play. 5 game slate, short slate. He's in play. Um, I like Devin Booker, $800 cheaper, $9,100. Going to take 20 plus shots on Phoenix. Looks like Chris Paul isn't shooting. Bridges isn't shooting. Cam Johnson isn't doing what I expected him to do in the starting role. Ayton is taking the second most shots on that team. So I like Booker and I like Ayton from Phoenix, but Booker's absolutely in play at $9,100. SGA is underpriced. Um, Should be a up and down fast game with Minnesota. SGA looks amazing at $8,700. Like I hate to be 3 players in and saying the word lock, but he looks like a lock to me at $8,700. You guys got to understand what SGA, Halliburton, these guards are doing. They do everything for their team. SGA is doing everything. Okay, SGA does get a little bit of help from Giddy. Okay, he's almost a lock. He's a semi lock. I'll walk that back. He's a semi lock. He's a very good play. $8,700, but the matchup makes it a little bit even more better. You know what I'm saying? So SGA for president, go. Damian Mitchell, he's gonna you know he's running the point on Cleveland with no Garland. If Garland's still out, it looks like Mitchell's in play. Um, he's gonna be doing everything for Cleveland. He's getting a little bit of help from Levert as far as ball handling and assist and all that other stuff. But Damian Mitchell at 8,600, he's priced appropriately for his role without Garland. Fox against Golden State, $8,500. He's fine. Beal, I think Beal should be priced at like 7K. Getting help from Kuzma, getting some type of assistance from Monte Morris. His team, his team is like everybody's chipping in, and I tried to say that a couple of videos ago. Beal does not need to go out there and score 30 real life points and six. He doesn't need to do all that because his team is helping him. So no Beal for me at $8,300. Josh Giddey looks he looks a little bit expensive, but he's really not. $7,400. Um, he's in play. $7,400 for Giddey, absolutely in play. D'Angelo Russell. Um, D'Lo. We got 2 games, so he's playing amazing minutes. 16, 17 shots, absolutely what you're looking for. Six three, 6 3-point attempts, 8 3-point attempts. That's what you're looking for. Getting some rebounds. There's 7 assists in 1 game. Um, D'Lo, D'Lo's in play. D'Lo's in play at $7,200. McCollum is priced appropriately. You just don't know which one of these Pelicans are gonna go off. Um, I'm always, I'm always gravitate to Brandon Ingram. I think he's a, I think he's an amazing talent. I think he's Kevin Durant Jr. and I'm gonna always gravitate to Brandon Ingram because of his ceiling. If you're newer to DFS and you don't know what ceiling means, that means that his potential, um, his potential fantasy point, um, his potential and fantasy points are like very high. That's basically what it means. Higher than most other players. When you hear somebody say this player has a high ceiling, that means that he has the potential to be one of the top fantasy scorers of the slate. That's what that means. Chris Paul at $6,900. He doesn't want to shoot. I'm not paying $6,900 for Chris Paul, and all he's gonna do is give you assists. He can take his assist and shove it up his ass. Jordan Clarkson at 6,400 starting for Utah's in play. Mike Conley. Mike Conley. Listen, I'm not gonna be the one to. All right, 32 minutes, 36 minutes, 8 shots, 15 shots, four 4 3-point attempts, 9 3-point attempts, 3 rebounds, 2 rebounds, 8 assists, 11 assists. He's playing big minutes, $6,300. I guess you ride him until he gets injured. He looks fine. He's okay. If you notice, I'm only calling out the attempts and not the makes because I don't care about the makes. I care about the attempts. If you're going to be paying 6K and above for a starting point guard, you want to make sure that that guy is shooting. You understand what I'm saying? Um, where are we? All right, Reggie Jackson, Jordan Poole in play 5,900. Um, you got to look at the Warriors. Curry needs shots. Klay Thompson needs shots, or he's going to be in his feelings. Wiggins should be getting shots because he's actually like better than Klay now. And then Jordan Poole has to get his shots. So there's a lot of shots to go around. Last man in, if it's Poole, that's fine. Sexton, he's fine. He's coming off the bench. He's getting like 24 minutes. Let's double check. I don't want to be going through all these players, but let's just double check. All right, 21 minutes. So less minutes than I guess. 21 minutes, 19 minutes, and he's still hitting value. He hit value one game. No, he didn't because he was 5,900. So he's not even hitting value. Um, First game he had 12 shots, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 20 real life points, 28 fantasy points. The next game he had 19 minutes. If I'm not mistaken, this was the overtime game. He only had 19 minutes. 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 11 real life points, 20 fantasy points. Listen, listen. What Sexton is doing right now, coming off the bench, is not gonna work. No Trey Man for me. Monte Morris. Um, I don't really think I need him, but if he was the last man in, starting on Washington, not the end of the world. Remember, we're still in the first week of NBA. We're still trying to figure out who's going to be these teams. Who's going to be the sixth man, seventh man, these teams' benches, rotations. So we're still learning that right now, and so are the teams. So I think it's always safe to just not don't play someone you don't know, someone you don't feel comfortable with. You don't want to play somebody in the 4Ks and they go out there and play 12 minutes. You don't want to play somebody, let's say Isaiah Jackson from Indiana Pacers starting, right? And then he only playing 4 minute rotations. You don't want to do something like that. You understand what I'm saying? So be careful with these 4K guys. There's 5K guys here that you know what they're gonna do, and if you're comfortable with it, have at it. But don't play yourself trying to be cute. Don't try to be cute and play Isaiah Jackson on DraftKings. Starting at center or power forward or whatever it is, and think he was gonna get a regular rotation. Don't do nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Yo, if you played Isaiah Jackson tonight, let me know in the chat. I know you're pissed. Um, Spoke about Booker, Paul George. The question is with Paul George, is Kawhi gonna play? Is he not gonna play? Is who's the other one? John Wall. Is John Wall gonna play? Did we see John Wall? Did I not see? Did I buy? Yeah, he's out. Well, it's 12:20 a.m. So I'm not sure if this injury status is gonna carry over to the game, but we'll see. Um, I guess they're playing. I'm assuming they're gonna play. We'll see. We'll see how it breaks down during the day. If Paul George is alone, meaning no Wall and no Kawhi, you fire him up. If Kawhi and Wall are playing, you probably don't need him. I probably prefer Mitchell. Um, Ingram, I'll take Ingram any every day of the week. Like I said earlier, Edwards is in play. Klay Thompson, I don't need. Levert is in play. He had a good game today, but no, he could have. I think he could have did a little bit more. Maybe hit some more of his shots, but who am I? Kevin Herter. Um, Kevin Herter what I would do if you want to play Kevin Herter is, since they only play one game, watch the game tonight, Sacramento and the Clippers. Like watch the replay or whatever you call it, and to see how he flows with his new team. That's what I do if I want to play somebody on a new team or somebody I'm not sure with. You're spending your hard-earned money to bet on these players, right? So what's taking 10 minutes of your data? Watch them in action. Watch them on video. Um, we got Kevin Herter. Is there any shooting guard down here? I don't need Will Barton. I don't need Luke Kennard. I don't need Damian Lee. Yeah, these guys. Nobody down here has a rotation that that um that I'll feel comfortable with rostering them on my lineup. So I'll pass on that. All right, we got Anthony Edwards, 78 in play. Wiggins in play. Markkinen in play. I did watch. I did watch Utah in action. They look very good. They pass the ball. They don't look like a team that's tanking, even though we know that's essentially what they're gonna do. But I have no problem with some of the starters on Utah. Marketing, that's his team so far. That's what my eyes tell me. My eyes and his numbers show me that that's his team now. Listen, I'm playing. I might play marketing tonight. To be honest with you, $6,300. I might play him. No Mikal Bridges for me. Lou Dort, not the worst play in the world. McDaniels came back to earth game two, I believe. Um, yeah, he came back to earth. If you chase McDaniels after his first game against OKC, then you're crazy. That first game, 36 minutes, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 blocks, 3 steals, 19 real life points, 40 fantasy points. If you chased him, you are crazy. Because McDaniels ain't like that I know of. Barnes, 5,200 in play. Cam Johnson. If Cam Johnson doesn't play, who steps up? That's a great question, right? Because off the top of my head, I couldn't tell you. Mikal Bridges ain't him. Might be Booker. Booker might have to drop 50. If there's no Cam Johnson, I guess just fire up more Booker. Damian Lee. But Cam Johnson, the forward. Torrey Craig. Torrey Craig doesn't score. Josh Okogie. I don't even know how he's on an NBA team. What's happening right now? This team is trash. Didn't I say this on the last week? Look at his team. Look at his team. Bismack by what the? What is a Bismack Biyombo? No, I'm playing. I like Bismack Biyombo. I've been rostering Bismack Biyombo since Charlotte. Um, they're not a good team though. Like when I say team, like look, who here is good? You got one injury, and like what are you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? So whatever. Where were we? Small forward. We were at Cam Johnson, right? Cam Johnson. So yeah, no Cam Johnson. Look, check out the starting lineup. Booker will have to do more. Maybe Aiton will have to do more. And if they start Torrey Craig, don't drink the Kool Aid because it's gonna be an early night. You know what I'm saying? And you know what happens when it's an early night. Sunday night, all your lineups are dead because you wanted to be cute. Play Torrey Craig. Gonna be sitting by the fireplace with your feet up, eating some pretzels, right? Watching Dateline NBC with Chris Hansen. Don't at me. All right, let's continue. Um, Malik Beasley, 4,600 last man in. I ain't mad at it. He will get minutes. I don't need Herbert Jones. I don't need Osman. I don't need Hachimura. Troy Murphy, $4,100 last man in. He'll get a few minutes. Um, I think that's it. THT. I thought he was gonna go to Utah and show us what he got. Apparently, he got nothing. But that's his business. I got my own problems. You feel me? Yo, they need to trade Kaminga. Like, what are we doing with Kaminga? Like, what are we doing? You're not playing him in the playoffs. You're not playing him in the regular season. What, is he decoration? Obviously, we all can see that Kaminga has talent and athleticism. Play the guy. I'd be playing him over Draymond. That's just me. Who am I? Let's continue. Power forward, Cat. Nah, $9,200. Not really producing. I'm good, Cat. Zion. Zion's gonna have a breakout game one of these days. Um, I know he lost a lot of weight, so he's probably getting himself you know in game shape. And physical shape, physical condition, and game shape are two different things. So I'm not saying that I'm not saying anything negative. I'm just saying probably gonna take him a few games to get back into that. You know, because last season he had a few games where he was looking like OG Charles Barkley. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Kuzma's in play at $6,800, and Kuzma might look pricey. I think he might end up in my roster. He might end up in my main roster. That's how good Kuzma's been, and he did this at the beginning of last year too. Mobley was a disappointment for me tonight. I think Evan Mobley was a disappointment for Evan Mobley tonight. Let's continue. No Draymond for me. Um, Draymond doesn't shoot enough for me. Like it's a 5 game slate. I don't need to be playing power forwards that think they're point guards that don't shoot. Hey, what is that? Let's continue. Um, Ovsevsky, don't need him. Olenek, Kelly Olenek is interesting. You could play him actually. You could play him. Kevin Love off the bench. I know he had a decent game today. Vanderbilt doesn't shoot enough. He'll grab like 35 rebounds, take no shots. I'm cool on that. Like if he was the last man in, just cross your fingers. You know what I'm saying? This is Marcus Morris, $4,800. I do think Kawhi and Wall are back, so I don't need Marcus Morris at $4,800. Um, I don't really like no. I don't really want any of the Clippers if everybody's healthy. You know, I really don't. I watched that first game against the Lakers and look at the box score, look at their minutes, and you'll see why. I don't really have anybody else down here that I want to play. What I've been doing for value and what we've been doing for value because all most of you guys are pretty sharp. We've been waiting for the injury news during the day, and then when someone is out and someone is starting for them, we've been playing them at for value. So, the Isaiah Jacksons and the the other guys that we've been playing as value. That's how we're gonna get our value. You can't really sit here and play a bench player and project them to do anything significant because they're not. So we gotta wait on. We gotta be patient. These first couple games with the NBA season, you gotta be patient. You just set your dummy lineup. That's what I do. When I make my first lineup, it's with the information that I have at the moment. I make the best possible lineup. As information trickles in, then I adjust it and I adjust it and I adjust it. Once we get to an hour before lock, I have my main lineup set. If some type of crazy news comes out, within that hour, then I'll adjust it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like putting together a puzzle. Be patient, take your information, and then just keep condensing it and making the best possible decision. That's all it is. You know, no rush. Just keep it smooth. You know. Where are we? Kelly Olynyk. Yeah, I think we're going to center. Nothing but dog shit down here in the 4Ks on power forward. To be honest. Um, One thing I'll tell you about this lineup, about this slate, all the lineups are going to be different. So there's no Giannis's to run to. There's no Lucas to run to. No John Morant's. So people now they got to get creative. You know what I'm saying? So, where are we? Gobert, 9,100. I don't think so, buddy. You had one good game. Is it one good game or two good games? Yeah, two good games. He's playing a lot of minutes. First game he took 15 shots. The next game he took 10. My man had 23 rebounds, 2 blocks in the second game, 41 fantasy points. off of 9 real life points. He had 9 real life points and 41 fantasy points. Carl Anthony Towns, my man, you don't want to grab a rebound. My man had how do you have 23 rebounds on a team with Vanderbilt and no, I'm sorry, you don't have Vanderbilt with on a team with Carl Anthony Towns. Crazy. Carl Anthony Towns had no interest in rebounding. My man's just 6'11" for no reason. I just want to see his rebounds. 8 rebounds. My man's just 6'11" with 8 rebounds. Bro, if I was 6'11", I'd average 16 rebounds a game. Don't at me. Let's continue. Um, Gobert's in play. It's a bonus. It's a bonus. The bonus is in play, but I'd always try to find something better because you don't know what he's gonna do. You never know what Sabonis is gonna do. Porzingis is not in play for me at 7,600. Valanciunas at $7,300 is underpriced. Fire him up. Jared Allen 6,600. Okay play. Aiton's too cheap, especially with no Cam Johnson. Um, I'm gonna actually put Aiton in my lineup on the video because that's how underpriced he is. And if there's no Cam Johnson, he becomes a spectacular play. Um, Phoenix Suns are not a good team, and whatever. That's it. Um, Mobley disappointing. Zubac, Zubac against Phoenix looks good. If all the guys are back for the Clippers, he's just that a good play. If they're shorthanded again, then he's a great play. I'm hearing that Kawhi Leonard wants to come in the second quarter and he wants to play 24 minutes, and that's gonna affect what we do for fantasy. So just pay attention to the Kawhi news because I really don't know who the fuck you think he is. But listen, what are you gonna do? Um, where are we? Zubat. Okay, let's continue. Um, Vanderbilt. If he's your last man in, like I said before, I'm not mad. Looney, no Looney for me. Kessler, last man in, that's fine. You're gonna get a few minutes. Um, I would like to play Wiseman, but I don't trust Kerr. Um, see, everything falls off a cliff. There's no one here that we trust. So, once again, we'll wait for news. Now, this is the thing. If you're playing NBA DFS on Sunday, while everybody is, even though it's going to be later on in the day, people aren't going to be really interested in late swapping or not late swapping, but swapping before a lot because they'll be so, involved in football. So, you'll have a little bit of an edge tomorrow playing NBA. Let's get 5 guys. Let's get out of here. I'm sorry. Let's play 5 guys and then let's go to FanDuel real quick. I think I'm gonna go with Aiton at 65. He's gonna take the second most shots on his team. He's a center. He'll be able to grab some rebounds. Hopefully, get a block or two since he's right next to the rim. I think this is a Booker spot. It's got to be a Booker spot. As far as this is the Booker spot. So we're going Booker, point guard. SJ is a little bit underpriced. Can I pull it off? Let's get SGA. Let's see if we can find someone cheap at small forward or inexpensive. Um, Norman Powell. Can't play Norman Powell. Um, Herder. Do we just go? Do we just play the entire Phoenix Suns if there's no Cam Johnson? Screw it. Who else they're gonna play? So we're going Mikal Bridges, and then at power forward. Um, I did like marketing. What does that leave me with? $4,600. That's fine. We'll get value as the day goes on. So we're going SGA. We're going Booker, Bridges, and Aiton. And this is if Cam Johnson is out. If Cam Johnson is out, I don't want. If Cam Johnson is in, I don't want Mikal Bridges. If Cam Johnson is out, I want Booker, Mikal Bridges, and Aiton. So they have no one on the bench to do anything. Marketing, because he's the man on his new team. And this game could actually go into overtime. Because that's how Utah's looking right now. Utah's looking like they got some big balls. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to lay down. So I like marketing. I like um, I like marketing in this matchup. If Cam Johnson is playing, another route I might try to go is like a Utah Pelicans stack if I can, and pray to God that the game goes close, keeps close. That's just one idea. You know what I'm saying? Just throwing out ideas. Let's go to FanDuel. If you're new, welcome. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, subscribe, hit the bell, thumbs up. You guys have been doing it. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. If you're newer to DFS, you're having trouble cashing, having trouble winning. It is a little bit crazy beginning of the season, so I understand. But I'm here to help you. You know what I'm saying? What you could do, if you're interested in me, my entire lineups, my up to date optimal lineups that I hand build right before lock. Listen, they could be all yours. You know what I'm saying? If you want me to build you your own lineups, 2 lineups, 3 lineups for FanDuel, a few lineups for DraftKings, a few lineups for Yahoo. If you need lineups for Super Draft, no problem. Check out the Patreon. Linked in the description. I'm your guy. You understand what I'm saying? I still have somebody that 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 I make Super Draft lineups for. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I'm here to help. You know what I'm saying? I'm your neighborhood provider. You understand what I'm saying? All right. Um, FanDuel, we know the player pool already. We just went through my player pool. Let's just scan through these prices and let's get the F out of here. It's the weekend. Nobody ain't trying to be watching no DFS videos on the weekend. Um, let's go to point guard. That will help. Hold on, let me get a sip of water, guys. I'm a little parched. 1 second. Uno momento. I'm back. All right now. So Curry at 10-7. 10-7. I guess there's nobody working at FanDuel this weekend, huh? Yeah, all right. 10-7. All right, whatever. SGA 9600. That's fine. Mitchell, okay. Let's just okay. Russell is too cheap. $6,500 in a game that should be tight. Um, all right, Mitchell. D'Lo looks good. Let's just scan the rest of these guys. Booker too cheap. I gotta just put him in right here, right now. I gotta put him in. It's too cheap. Booker's too cheap. Let's just keep scanning real quick. Anthony Edwards 75. That's fine. Josh Giddey's a little bit too cheap. Um, Josh Giddey is too cheap. Levert is too cheap with that. There's a lot, man. There's some amazing plays on FanDuel. FanDuel has some amazing plays. I don't even need anything else. I already see what I need to see. Levert with no if Garland doesn't play, you fire up Levert. If Cam Johnson doesn't play, you fire up Mikal Bridges. Um, so we got Booker. Let's go to small forward. Um, Paul George is fine. Brandon Ingram is fine. Edwards is a little bit too cheap. Marketing is 73. That's okay. Where are we? Jaden McDaniels, Norman Powell, Cam Johnson, THT. Okay, so we're gonna focus on mid range for FanDuel until we get more information. But I see more than enough value already. Um, Zion at 88. Okay, Sabonis is 77. Kuzma is 73. Markkinen is 73. Um, Vanderbilt is 68. Okay, wow. Alrighty then. Okay, nothing else stands out to me so far. Let's see what center has for us. Um, okay, Cat, Gobert. Valanciunas is 76 against Utah. Zubac is 7K. I'd rather play with Valanciunas. I'd rather play Ayton. Ayton looks fine at 7K. All right, well, everybody else is